How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. We are back here with some more Kaiji, Chapter 388, Fable. We got, promoting the volume from a while ago on here, but we also have Kaiji's overtly positive plan is set into motion. So, seems like we're still carrying on a little bit with that. Also, I just noticed, it's, no, it is like that on the actual volume cover too. This white bit right here, is that supposed to be the inside of Kaiji's coat, actually? For a second I was like, did Fukumoto fuck this up? Did he not remove this white here, like crop it out when he, did this? But no, I think it's just supposed to be the inside of his coat collar, I'm guessing? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, we're about to get into the chapter. If you want to listen to some music along with me, put this on the background. We got some 90s Pinoy alternative songs for, Mario, I guess. I use a lot of 90s Japanese stuff, but it's actually hard to find a lot of 90s Japanese stuff on YouTube specifically. So I'm trying to branch out, do some Pinoy stuff, maybe some Chinese stuff next time. We'll see. But for right now, let's play this again. Turn that shit way down if you're going to be listening to this in the background. Sing it out with me, and here we go. So yeah, we have two ways this can go now. Either Dolly is going to let us know about Tei, or he's going to side with Tei, and we're going to figure it out anyway. So, yeah, very lucky situation we have right now. Yeah, it's all it takes. One single encounter with Tei, and yeah, you're going to be outnumbered, unable to fight back. You guys are weak. Like, that's something that we don't take account for in the series very often, but they are very, very weak. Kaiji not as much as Chang and Mario, but Chang and Mario are extremely weak. Kaiji, still kind of weak. He's gotten some, surprise punches in before and stuff like that, but for the most part, any Tei goon's probably going to, outpower him, so. And if Endo comes, yeah, true. If it's just Endo, yeah, no, why would it happen like that? Oh, love these three little piggies of them. Yeah, pigs can't do anything against a wolf. Completely defenseless. Just like the fable of the three little pigs. Okay. Why? Okay, so Kaiji's not talking about the three little pigs. Also, what? Welkaboo? Welkaboo? What? Oh, boo like a pig. Like, in Japanese, pig is boo. But with a U, not two O's. Who translated this? Oh, fucking Sonic crazy. Okay, but so what are you talking about, Kaiji? How does that make any sense? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how it makes any sense either, but the first one's made of straw, so it's no good. The third one's sturdier because it's made out of bricks? Huh? That's not even the issue to begin with. I mean, the first mistake this piggy's made was letting the wolf know where they live. We're really going, this is, Fukumoto hated this metaphor. But no, I think this is so, in character of Kaiji himself being so annoyed by this metaphor because it's not perfect for their situation. Like, these characters aren't thinking perfectly. Also, this is interesting. Having Kaiji overlapping this panel of, the metaphor feels like something we've probably gotten before, but I can't remember if we've ever gotten this before. Because, you even have the solid line down here to show, this part is happening, but the rest of it is not. Yeah, you're a little loud about it, but you're not wrong. I need to screen cap that. You're a little loud about it, but you're not wrong. Perfect. Yeah, because eventually you gotta come out of the house, and that's the perfect time for the ambush. Kaiji's not wrong. He's just too loud about it. That is how it go realistically. The realistic part. In truth, us three are like a real-life version of the three little pigs. Okay. Yeah, and the pigs must never, ever, ever get close to a wolf. I see what Kaiji's saying. We can't think of this like a little tiny fable, actually. We gotta think of this very realistically. And realistically, those three pigs would be fucked even if they have that big house. So we gotta set up traps and everything like that, so that way the wolf doesn't get too close for comfort. This is how a realistic three little pigs would have to deal with things. I can't believe they made this work in the end. It's true that fables are sometimes pretty detached from reality. After all, at the end of the story, the wolf tries climbing down the chimney and falls right into a boiling pot of water in the fireplace. But if Inju were to do that, you're right, he wouldn't. But maybe just in case, put a boiling pot of water in the fireplace. What am I talking about? This is insanity. Okay, so moving in, got all our shit. This is so fun. I love moving. You know, I know most people hate moving. I love moving. I wouldn't want to help somebody move because I understand that hate because you're not moving in that house, so who cares? But at the same time, if I had a little bit of say in how the house was orientated, maybe that'd be kind of cool. But for the most part, I like moving myself, which also I've moved about a fucking billion goddamn times throughout my life. I've been to like 18 fucking different schools. I have moved a bunch after I've been out of school, and it's just been constant. But I like it. I like, you know, I don't like the act of moving, or how do I put it? I don't like being upended from life and moving, but I like the act of moving. I like packing everything up. I like unpacking and figuring out where it's going to go and everything like that, and that stuff's fun. And of course, we bringing all some food and booze back to the gay campers. Oh, okay, no, we're just in our own house. So welcome to the night with celebration. Because it was all the booze, I was totally like, well, of course we're going to the fucking gay campers. But no. Also, I gotta call them by their names. It's Ishitaka and, oh, I don't remember the other guy. I never remember that other one, but it's Ishitaka and the other guy. And they got some fresh convenience store food, ready-to-eat canned foods, ham, salami, sausage, deep-fried foods, going all out, big indulgence. Yeah. Man, the way Fukumoto draws food, is disgusting. It truly, Fukumoto is unlike every other manga and anime, you know, out there, where it makes the food look delicious, every meal looks amazing. Nah. Fukumoto cannot make food look appealing. None of this looks good. It looks disgusting. It all looks like it's been sat out for like weeks. And like the steam coming off it doesn't make it look good. It makes it look rancid. Like, Fukumoto, I don't know what his history is. He cannot draw food across every series. Now, beer on the other hand, I hate beer. I hate alcohol in general. I never drink it. I've gotten drunk once in my life, and I've drank twice in my life. And Fukumoto makes me want a beer every damn time I read this manga. The anime as well. I mean, the anime from part 2, when Kaiji gets that beer in part 2, you all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he knows how to draw beer, and that's about it. And then, to be fair, it's not that he draws it that well. He draws the drinking and the like having fun drinking with people that you like very well. Like, he makes it seem fun as opposed to like making the beer itself look extremely tasty, which I wouldn't say he does a great job of. The anime did, but I'm rambling too much. But this is a fun time, a fun time. I'm glad they are celebrating together and not with Ishitaka and the other guy, simply because they need a little time to themselves and to celebrate and have. I just love whenever they have good, happy little times themselves. I can't wait till you guys see my fucking MMV that's going to come out. It is all about these three, and I'm so excited for it when I eventually am able to finish it. But it's taken a long time. But alright, let's read these out. Next up, they look back on their trip thus far, times of laughter and sadness, the constant trials and tribulations they keep getting into, and reminisce. And of course, that includes the present. This has led to an unbelievable outcome, their newfound base. Oh, man. Jeez, what you gonna say? I was just happy. I mean, so I have recently, reread Part 4, reread a lot of Part 5, reread Part 6, and, let's see where Chang's going with this, but I also want to, this feels also, we're these past 4 days, 5 at this point. Sign we happen to come across, something like the Spot Caravan Park. So he's just thinking about just that far. Also, man, how long has it been since Part 6 has started? Like, 2 weeks, maybe? Even though we never camped before, we decided to go there for some reason. Shitaka-san and Kizaki-san, that's what it was, had a feast. And then, well, here we all are. If we hadn't met him that day, still be nonchalantly wandering across Japan with a van from the center of the earth. No, Chang. That's too naive. It's been 4 days since that chase with the Mazda. If we still had that van, we wouldn't be wandering anywhere. Yeah, they would have found us, and if we hadn't met them, we wouldn't have been swapped out, and yeah. Yeah, so, Worst case scenario, get caught by Tei. Second, we probably have to, you know, best case scenario, probably abandon the van. I mean, best case scenario would probably be that they wouldn't find us, but let's be honest. I'm usually like Kaiji as being too, you know, too worried about things, too paranoid, but I agree with this one, for sure. If they kept that van, they would have been found 100%. I don't think there's a 1% chance they wouldn't have. They would have been found. So they would have had to abandon it, taking the money with them, carrying it around fucking everywhere, uncertain what they were going to do. This flow of events is truly unfortunate. It's like a godsend. Oh, did you say truly fortunate? I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, it's like this house is a present given to us by God. This unbelievable luck, too. But somehow, you guys continue to make it out on top. Yeah, a rope of salvation. Situation would have been pretty dire. Goes beyond that, though. Okay. In order to put this divine luck to good use, don't you agree? We should rethink how we do things. A mental change-up. What does he mean by that? But okay, a mental change-up. I'm unsure what he means by that, too, but I'm sure I'm going to agree with it. But I just don't... Like, there's nothing where I'm like, I feel like we're fine. I don't feel like we're fine, but I also can't think of anything in particular. But, man, it has been a crazy 4 to 5 days with the Ishitaka thing and everything that's been happening since then. The Kizaki giving us this house and everything. But also, this is truly such a godsend. Chang coming from having to leave his family for being the extra child in a Chinese family, an unregistered child, you know, because if they're registered, then they would have all those problems. Having to just endlessly labor from the age of, what was it, 6 to like, I don't even remember how old. I think he was like 18 or 19 when, or maybe 17 actually, when he came over to Japan. But had that godsend, got the Japanese book, learned Japanese, made his way to Japan, was living like fucking Kurosawa on the streets, homeless, just getting by, and then eventually finds Mitsuyama, gets a job with Mitsuyama, becomes best friends with Mario there. Mario as well, born into the trash heap, his whole life lived in this trash heap, the whole fucking everything that went wrong in his life having to do with money, coming out to going to Japan with that stash of cash, also learning the Japanese from that guy. Again, meeting up with Mitsuyama after living on the streets for a long time. Them having this, you know, getting together with Mitsuyama, who Mitsuyama was just a debtor, you know, that's about it. And them willing to have their kidneys be taken to save Mitsuyama. And willing to have their own organs be harvested to save their friend. Going through the whole fucking salvation game, having their friend who was truly the previous Kaiji to them. The person who took them in under their wing in this country where they had nothing, where they were the poorest of the poor, and Mitsuyama had an opportunity. Same thing with Kaiji. Kaiji had an opportunity that he took them in under, and everything like that. And to go from that salvation game where you were betrayed by your best friend, then meet this guy who is a god upon gods, but also, you know, I like Chang's relationship with Kaiji because he keeps him in check, because Kaiji can be a bit of a doofus and can be a bit of a, like, you know, like we were talking about, where he can get too paranoid sometimes, or he can just get too in his head about, like, various shit. Like, we need someone to keep him in check, as we talked about plenty of times before. Going from the salvation game, they were sure they were going to each win like 33 mil. They were also sure up to like the very end, you know, and they were starting to question it. But for the most part, they all think at the end of this, we're getting 33 mil. You know, everything in our lives that we've gone through, at least we're getting 33 mil here, and we can change it up, give money to our families, blah blah blah. And then they don't get any of that. Kaiji gives them a little bit of pittance and says, hey, can you come with me to our next gamble? Which they were very happy to do, but it was also such a, like what else were they going to do? But, like, Part 5 is so interesting because they are in their heads, it's just like, we were dead at one point, we were like, we're gonna die, and then Kaiji saved us, and now, what are we gonna do? We don't have any prospects in life, we can't do anything else, so we're just kind of going along with this right now, and, it's just, I don't know how to put it, I can't imagine being in that mindset of just like, we're just here because we don't know what else to do right now. And then to get an absurd amount of money out of that they had no idea they were going to be getting. That was completely Kaiji saying, no, you guys deserve this. If it wasn't for you, I guys would not have been able to do this, blah, blah, blah. Going from being truly the poorest of the poor, internationally, worldwide, some of the poorest of the poor people we've ever seen. And also that puts Kaiji's whole situation in perspective. Like, man, we thought Kaiji's had it so bad for so long, even though, to be fair, in part 3, I also gave Kaiji a lot of shit because a lot of it's his fault. But still, to go from where they were to where they are now, owning a house with their 2 other boyfriends, it's incredible. It's incredible. How have you guys managed to fucking do this? Okay. This is one of those chapters where I had no idea where Kaiji was going with this for basically the entire chapter. So, what he's been saying has been, essentially, we have been going to the banks, getting our money made into the, what's the fucking name of the thing? Passbooks. And then we've been spending the night there, moving to another prefecture, doing it, spending the night there, so on and so forth. And that's not going to work anymore, Kaiji says, because Tei is going to come a knocking at night while they're there. It's surprising they haven't so far. There's going to be instances where, like, there's probably already been instances where somebody has spotted them inside the bank, and then they've had to, like, they called Tei, and then by the time Tei got there, they were already gone, or various things. Like, we could have been spotted, is what Kaiji's saying, and there's more chance of us being spotted now, even though we've exchanged vans. They're gonna know that kind of thing exists, and they're gonna be looking for that too. So we're going to try and spend 0 nights in a van, is the plan. Now, I think this is a little bit crazy. I think this is a little bit too much, but at the same time, it is, like, it would be one thing if we're just banking at, a bank close by, but I assume this still means we're going to go to all these prefectures, and we're going to always come back here. Like, this would not be a problem if we had more than one driver, but Chang is our only driver, and you guys are going to literally die if we do this. You know Chang is going to crash his car at some point, and you guys are going to fucking die. It's just going to happen. But, let's see, is Chang going to put up with it? What about what you talked about before? Oh boy, what's this? Going to places with no Tei offices? Okay. I mean, like, I'm sure Kaiji can have a problem with it too. Like, oh, even if they don't have any offices, they still might be there. This is one of the things where I feel like Kaiji being too paranoid with this. But at the same time, they see you once and you're fucked, so I get it. But at the same time, from like a reader perspective, it's like, yeah, this feels like too much, guys. But yes, they wouldn't be able to catch you in time. This makes sense. Still wants to say 0. Above all, security is the most important. It'll be fine. 9 hours! That's 18 hours. Yeah, no. Yeah, and I'm the only one driving. Look at that face. I believe in you, Chang. No, fuck you guys. I believe in someone else. Chang can surely do it. No. You're gonna die. You guys are going to die. Don't do this to Chang. Or give him more money. Chang's also had to spend a lot of his money getting back from that one trip and everything. You guys had to give Chang more money. Like, it's a 9-hour trip there, then an probably even more exhausting banking thing. Like, the banking situation is probably more exhausting than a 9-hour car trip. Then he's got to do 9 hours back. Fuck that. Yeah, we will crash and die. We will. I'm glad they're bringing this up. If I fall asleep, it'll be a disaster. Far too absurd. Insane. Crazy. Let's try this out. A nap system. After making our deposits, it's time to head back to Tokyo instead of going all the way back in one trip. We stop around where the highway passes by Osaka at a metered parking lot. You nap for 3 hours. Keeping an eye out. Should be no problem with this system in place. Fuck you! 3 hours of a nap and get back on the road. 3 hours of a nap, get back on the road. That's awful. No human being should have to go through this. This is, I mean, like, truckers have to do this, and it's awful. Oh, this is too fucking much. I want to say, can I just get a goddamn driver's license? It was, what, 2 weeks for that driver course? Just do it. Oh my god, Chang, you are signing up for bad shit. Does it lower your chances of getting caught by Tei? I really don't think it does. I really don't think. But, yeah, I mean, of course, you gotta be worried about the money, too. And yeah, like they're gonna throw you in the underground labor camp. Yep. I do appreciate Kaiji putting us in perspective here. I am not thinking about how bad it would be if they got caught. And if this was real life, I would probably be too lenient too. Kaiji knows what the fuck he's talking about. He knows how bad it is. We don't want to be in that place. It truly is a punishment worse than death. We don't want that. Definitely cannot get captured no matter what. Think of it like a board game where there's no go back to start. Okay. Back to basics and really put our minds into this. Okay. We've been getting lax recently. We have been. But we've got to go back to basics. Back to how it used to be at the very beginning of part 6 where we are super, super cautious. Yeah. Feels like we've been going on a road trip or a sightseeing vacation or a graduation trip with your friends. It's the kind of vibe I've been getting from this. Yeah, but... yeah, since you've already graduated, you can do whatever you want. But we still haven't graduated. I want to graduate. Oh, I got a little heated there. But in any case, what I'm trying to say is, I'm glad we reached an understanding. Yeah, really, it opened my eyes too. I'm glad we had this conversation because I was not taking it seriously as well. But standing on thin ice, wasn't even thinking straight. And yet here we are. It's a truly terrifying feeling to see that bright future ahead of you. To know, like, it's that gambler's thing, right? Of like, when you're getting good, when you're on top, you start to let it, leave your mind. It's always been Kaiji's problem as well. So getting this house was a good thing. Our amount of luck was unbelievable. Meeting with them, exchanging the vans, the fact that Kizaki with his real estate business. Yeah, it's crazy. Again, it's a godsend, but it's like a straw millionaire. Huh? Japanese Buddhist folktale about a poor man who becomes wealthy through a series of successive trades starting with a single piece of straw. Oh, okay. I think I give you the straw for this, and then yeah, I've seen that. Success begets further success. It's true, and it's going well. And in this tempo, they're bad news. Almost like gambling. Yeah, when you take a chance and win. Next game, same thing. When you go out on a huge limb, just so happen to win again. But gets to your head. Doesn't that just mean your instincts are really sharp that day? No. It's luck. It's luck. Story doesn't end there. Try going out on a limb again. You're going to get the opposite results, and you'll be shit out of luck. They'll make you cough it all up. A head first fall. I love it. The best of times is a gateway to the worst of times. That's a great line. Inability to stop. Why, at that moment, after that huge win, why didn't I leave the table? They say, grinding their teeth. People with that line of thinking are dumber than a rock. And Kaiji's speaking to himself here. Speaking to himself. It's no use when everything's said and done. Yeah, always a chance of hitting another peak, riding another big wave. Don't want to think like that. Don't want to be no small fry. Okay. You need to stick to the basics. More clever folk might say it's just an addict's delusion and laugh, but what do they know? When we get confronted with the question, why do gamblers keep gambling? The answer is simple: because of our gambler's dream. We're all driven by our dream to win big. Surely not all of them. No, I would say all of them. They're driven by their dream to win big. Like, there might be other factors, but it's like, what has driven you to gamble is, I can't solve this problem normally, so I need to gamble in order to get the money to solve this problem. Like, even if it's like, oh, there's family problems, that led them to gambling. But that is still also tied into money, I would say 100% of the time. But, there's plenty of other vices that aren't, that don't have a big payout. At the end of the day, our gambler's dream will never end. What is this, like a One Piece? Still, that said, at the very least, we should change our course. We aren't playing defensively before, or we weren't playing defensively, so we could lower our bet. Right. Good. Insane amount of character development for Kaiji. It's taken us how long? Did the chapter thing reset for part 4, I think, or part 3? Because we're on chapter 390 right now, but I believe we're way past chapter 500 by this point, because I think we had like a special chapter 500 thing. But either way, it's taken us, let's say, over 500 chapters. At this point, it feels like we got to be getting close to 750 maybe. Either way, crazy that it's taken us this long for Kaiji to learn. You gotta walk away sometimes. Yeah, I gotta walk away. Now, that is what he learned from part 6. He is walking away. But at the same time, he can't just take this money and gamble with it again. That's just not something he can do right now with the circumstances. So this makes me hopeful that he won't. Like, you've already won big. And yet still, a gambler's dream, they just want to win big and big and big and big and big and more big. Alright, on the defensive. On the defensive. On the defensive. Interesting what Chang is saying here. On the contrary, what you said before makes me worry about you, Kaiji-san. I understand him less and less. I don't know if he's had a revelation or if he's going to run everything into the ground. I need to keep it together. What is... I actually don't know what Chang means by this. I feel like this is the first time in Kaiji or Fukumoto series that I'm like, what is going on in this character's head? It's not clear to me. Oh, I think I understand. I think like Chang is saying like, now I'm worried that Kaiji's gonna fuck everything else up for us, and that gambler's dream is gonna come out, and he's going to risk it all for some big giant win. Because Chang and Mario are not that way. Chang and Mario are not gamblers. I mean, they aren't. They just aren't gamblers. They got into the situation completely coincidentally. They are not gamblers. So they don't know what it's like. They don't have this disease. They don't understand what it's like going through Kaiji's, what's going through Kaiji's mind all the damn time. What it's like living with this addiction. And, if they won big, they would have just got the fuck out of there. But now, it does, I agree. They're worrying, like we all do as an audience. Is Kaiji going to fuck it all up for them at some point? Is he going to, once again, do some big gamble? Okay, playing rock, paper, scissors. But what is this game of rock, paper, scissors for? Tiger. Okay. Oh, Marius. What is this creature even supposed to be? I think it's a catfish. Oh, man. Oh, this is so adorable, and I love Mario getting stuck with the catfish that looks just like him. It looks just like him. And so they all wanted the tiger. They all wanted the tiger. Kaiji got this one. But so, oh no, I guess Kaiji won first. He got bear. Then Chang got tiger. Really, I would want the tiger one first. But I guess they were all fighting over the bear. Or just, maybe they both got the one they wanted, actually. But either way. Poor Mario. I'm usually so sad to see Mario sad, but this is just funny. This is funny. I would buy these. I wouldn't buy the catfish one, probably. It's bad, but how does it suit me? You calling me a catfish face? Now that you mention it, come on. This is so adorable. Like, this is so reminiscent of when they were in the abandoned house all sleeping together. I mean, like, they sleep together every fucking night, but you know what I mean? Like, on the floor in a house. If I say this, you're going to scold me for it. Saying that I'm getting too comfortable and whatnot, but still, this is actually really fun. Never been to one, but it feels like a school trip. Oh my god, these two are going to experience the kind of shit they've never been able to experience in life and never thought they would ever be able to experience in your life. School trip, graduation, owning a house. Never thought that in my life be having such a good time. Guess there really is a God out there. I'm so curious about what Mario has to say about that stuff. We've talked about a godsend. Now he's bringing it up again. Mario's brother. That was his whole thing. That God was going to eventually get... But, yeah. I want to see what Mario says about all that. Before I didn't think that such a thing could exist. How could I? He would be very selective in who he favors. People who curried God's favor, and the type of God pays no mind. And I was the latter. Yeah, anyone would come to that conclusion that God doesn't exist. If there was someone that God favored that wasn't me, then to us who God didn't favor, his existence would actually be detrimental. It'd be better for him not to exist. Yeah, it would. It'd be better if he didn't. That's what I thought, but not anymore. I feel like I'm loved by someone, a god of some sort. That god might be Kaiji. Do you believe in God? More importantly than believing or putting my trust in God, I wouldn't trust whoever's asking me that question. Okay. Sorry about that. But interesting. This is such a Kaiji thing. Kaiji is the ultimate rebelling against literally everything that anybody says at any time. And so the fact that somebody is asking him, do you believe in God, makes him just be like, I hate this. Don't ask me. I love it. Mind if I talk about something similar? Okay. When I die, there's a person I want to meet besides my father. Is it Ishida? Not sure if it's a person per se. Okay, so we're not going there. So, when I die, there's a person I want to meet besides my father. Jesus? Oh, my guardian spirit. Okay. Japan, they say we all have an ancestor that's always looking out for us. What is Kaiji's fucking guardian spirits? Maybe it's your gramps or your great-grandpa or something. It's like a cheering squad or a tutor that prepares you for your tests. And they've been looking out for us all this time. We have one up in the sky. That's how it works. When I die, I want to see if I got the answers right. All the hints that he was giving me. Did I get the answers right? Which decisions were correct and which ones were not? Fuck, man, this is making me so emotional. We're like Kaiji asking, like, did the decisions I make in my life, were they correct? Like, this feels like they're on their deathbeds, even though they're not. This is just like they're on their happy beds. They're on their, I can't believe my life is in a state where it is right now. Just a general review. I want to see what I got right. Not necessarily heaven, but from the other side. Also, this like guardian spirit that we keep showing looks like the guy from 10, the priest. Inside a huge maze, going every which way, an oblivious crowd on full display. From above, it's easy to see what the correct path is. Not knowing makes me anxious. That's why I want to get advice. This is like the fucking Raven Road all over again. This might be my second favorite metaphor in all of Kaiji. This ties so well into the Raven Road thing. Everybody walking alone, everybody walking this maze by themselves, not knowing the path in life. Even like all the way back here. How many times are you planning on making the same mistake? That's an obvious dead end. Take a damn hint already. It's like there's differences in our frequencies. Just can't break through. All they can do is sit and watch. Just watching stresses them out, I bet. My guardian spirit must have an insane patience. Sometimes where I was going the complete opposite way from the correct answer. Not very reassuring. Yeah, but I know. I'm glad Kai Shang is having these thoughts, but come on, man. Yeah, he's having a big worry. Yeah, glad he's self-aware, even if it's just a little bit. I mean, I would say Kaiji is very self-aware, more so than most characters in most fiction are. But guardian spirits are pointless, okay? Changing it drastically. They're pointless in our world because they can't communicate with us and say what we're doing wrong. So useless. They don't do shit. He changed so much. They look out for us, probably for free. Maybe they make money. I would have liked to say they did nothing, but in truth, they do help us out. You are just flip-flopping back and forth. Might not be able to communicate with us, but when the chips are down, is when they give us a helping hand. A sense of foreboding, yeah. Okay, so not like a sense of foreboding, but what? More like, while you're job hunting, you notice the name of a company that you had no prior interest in. But you decide to go to the interview just for the experience, and you just so happen to hit it off with the interview, and so you get the job. You hit the jackpot with the company by total chance. A girl who normally doesn't go to mixers, for some reason gets the motivation to go to one, and turns out the man she'd meet there is her soulmate. Things like that. Sure. Yeah, like when something insignificant is holding you back. Okay, sure. That might be the Guardian's power. Okay, sure. Happened to us too with the sunlit. Yeah, that's true. Okay. And the thing with Chang, the like predator sign thing that lured him back. Normally just ignore it, but huge boon. Got a house out of it. Very powerful guardian spirit, perhaps. Guardian Spirit's probably now like, I can't do this anymore. I overexerted myself this time. Now I'm exhausted. This is the last thing I can do for you. I leave the rest in your hands. The way Kaiji pictures everything. And the way these two, or at least Mario, just fully buys it every time. Like, oh, that's factual. That's a true fact that you said. That's why a mental change of defensive mode. No more Guardian Spirit. Okay. Lovely chapter. Honestly, one of the best chapters of the series so far. Yeah, that metaphor, that talk. I would have liked to see Mario talk about the God stuff. Would have really appreciated that, but second day at a new house. Something feels different. Kaiji slept in. Chang and Mario maybe making some brekkie. Fold all up your duvet or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Get ready for the day. Oh my god. Feels so good. What a morning. Breath of fresh air outside. Your own house that you own. That you own this house. The three of you. It's just the feelings. I can't get over the fact they own a house. I never. If you would have told me in part 1 that Kaiji would own a house at some point. You would have told me in part 4 when I saw these characters backstories would own a house at some point. Woke up super, super refreshed. The stress washing away. Whenever we slept at night in the van, the police or Tei could have come knocking at any time. It's a cramped space. You feel like you can't go outside. The relief. Yeah, they were packed in like a fucking can of sardines. Yeah. Yeah, even Chang could never sleep straight. He was bent on the side. Good morning, you two. Brekkie's ready. Hell yeah. Everybody in high spirits. Everybody doing so amazing. What is Jast? It's like a baseball thing? Also, she's got all South shirts. Also, this looks like he's wearing one of Mario's shirts. That is like, Mario has the black collar, black arm shirts. Those are like all his shirts. And this feels like it's a Chang shirt. And it's like too bulky on him. Like it's, Chang's taller, so it would be bigger. I mean, to be fair, Kaiji's shirt is also like that. These look like the same shirt, to be fair. But either way, that's cute as hell. He slept his neck straight for once. Yeah, the rice was always going cold before. Now you get it super duper fresh. So nice. Can I ask you something? What? Think we should get a nameplate? Won't be long before you get a move-out certificate mailed to this house, so if there's no nameplate, the delivery man could be confused. Right? Okay. They only need our address to drop it in our mailbox, but if we had a nameplate, it'd be 100% sure. Yeah, that would be a lot better. So yeah, and the mail-out certificate's for Kaiji, so I assume we're just putting in Kaiji's name, but if you put Kaiji's name on the fucking door, that's insane. You're crazy. You are out of your fucking mind. You're putting Kaiji's name on the door. Yeah, even if we had a nameplate, wouldn't they let the neighbors know that somebody with the surname Ito is living here? Yeah, do not want to do that. Yeah, it's not like you're the only one, but still, it narrows it. And the house was recently bought. There's a van in there that looks like people could live in the van. Looks like a camper van. He's looking at kampoko. Steamed seasoned fish paste usually served on a strip of wood. Okay. What? No problem if we use it only for that, right? When we get the certificate delivered on that day, we find to have it up and then immediately take it down. Okay, sure. All that we need is something that's easy to remove. Like this little board here. Okay, cool. Something like this. Written in marker, fixed with packing tape. Wow. Wow. Okay. It works, it works. Can't tell from a glance that it's written in marker, right? Just turned out better than I expected. Finally feels like I own this house. This is a rental, remember? Once I get the certificate, I'm taking it down. We're fine. Also, yeah, I guess this is a rental. They didn't buy the house. I guess they are just renting it. But still. It's still a house. I mean, it would be crazy to buy a house anyway because, right, the whole point was that we're renting and not buying a house. I completely forgot, that the whole thing that we talked about when this originally happened. But yeah, because if we bought a house, we'd have to sell it anyway on top of everything else. Yeah, it's morning. You think you're Ichitaga? You want to drink right now? Kaiji's like, it might be even the best day of our lives, and Chang is like, huh? What do you mean? Isn't this the best day of your life? What do you mean? I don't know how you can say that. Moving is a pain. Yeah, people don't like moving, but I like moving. Still gotta buy various things we need, and once we get the certificate and the resident registration, sure, but that's not today. Putting all that stuff aside, how would you feel if you didn't have to worry about all that? I can't just not worry about it, though. Some people go on trips, not even for tourism, but just to mess around and enjoy the hotel life. Yeah. The feeling you get when you start a new life, that's why everybody does that. Go to a hotel, enjoy the hotel life, because it feels like starting a new life. For that, they're willing to pay money. Yeah, I love it too. That hotel life, feeling like this could be your life. Chang, why are you so grumpy these past few chapters? I truly don't understand why Chang is so grumpy. He's usually the very realistic one, but still. Come on, Chang. Let's do the thing everyone at all ages does when first entering a hotel room. Bed dive! Okay. So putting all of them together? Okay. Yep, one big old bed. Let's take turns. This makeshift 3 futon bed is really soft. And this is so interesting because, this is how they used to be swapped. When we were in the abandoned house, Kaiji was acting exactly like Chang is, and Chang and Mario were acting like Kaiji is. This just feels so crazy that now Chang is being such a party pooper. Jump on the bed. Come on, Mario. Whee! Come on, Chang. Chang! What do you take me for, a child? Come on, I can see in the face you want to do it. Whee! Die! So fun. Might be the best day of my life. I'm gonna do it again. Chang is the first to get hooked. Okay, there we go. There we go. These two. And we get a color page next issue. Let's see what that's about. Oh, Neighbors, this one. Okay, this is just another volume. I wish we could get some color pages that weren't volumes, but fair enough. I don't know, has Fukumoto ever done a color page that isn't a volume? Literally, in his entire history as a mangaka. Has he? Don't know. Somebody let me know. But okay. Our long-awaited new life begins. I can't get over how great the series is. It's perfect. Truly a perfect series. Alright, where are they going? 10 a.m. They need to move their large amount of money into coin lockers, which means they are heading... Wait, why? They need to move their large amount of money into coin lockers? Why? Isn't that a bad thing? Because then we got to take them out, and why are we doing this? I don't understand, but we'll see. Okay, so there they write a list of prioritized necessities. I don't understand why we're putting our money in the coin lockers. If this was already brought up before, let me know, please. Also, these outfits are interesting. Mario's feels very fitting. The other two, I don't know. Where did they get these clothes? Behind every action the trio makes in their new life is a motto. That is to be inconspicuous, secret, unseen. It is to sit in silence. Then doing this? Awful. Awful. You guys are not following this motto. You are super conspicuous. Okay, so cutting to across the streets. This woman looking like the old woman from Kurosawa. As always, Fukumoto has a set number. Fukumoto truly feels like that one mangaka that he did a Blackjack. Why can't I remember his name? But the guy who, all his characters are basically actors, and he just reuses those actors playing different characters over and over again. That's what Fukumoto feels like. He feels like he has a set number of actors that just play characters. But Mitsuhashi Mone, 84 years old. Whoo! Damn when you old. But she don't look, that bad, She don't look 84. I mean, I would say she looks 84, but not she still looks lively. The vacant house. Got some people moved in. Feels a little bit safer with somebody there instead of it being empty. I guess. There is something to that. Like an empty house feels a little bit unnerving. And the soba. Soba we need to give. Oh, to welcome them. Oh, people don't do that anymore, but looked pretty young. Still, oh, she goes by there. Ito, huh? I like that she's in her like tracksuit. The fact that she is in a tracksuit, assuming that does like walks every day, and like she is doing good for an 84-year-old. Don't even want to know your neighbors. They do not, Granny Monet. They do not want to meet you. That is all it takes to offend her. You instantly falls. Okay, is it gonna fall? Oh, I thought she was gonna slap the thing and it was gonna fall off. And when we do, I'll scowl at you for 10 whole seconds. She embodies the opposite of what the trio wants. I love Granny Monet already. Already in love with her. Her creed, the bond of a neighbor, is stronger than that of the closest friend. Jesus! So, okay. Jam, swimming, and fitness. Is this where she's at? Damn, she's a real driving force. Holy shit, woman. She's fucking... And she's got like at least 4 or 5 of these plates down here. Damn. This woman is strong. I mean, for an 84-year-old, but still. She's going all out. She has her own strength and health. She even drinks fucking like protein shakes. This woman. Staying healthy is a job in and of itself. Yeah. Man, I'm already in love with this woman. She is so truly the opposite of our Asian trio. Holy fuck. The Asian trio feels older than fucking she does. Live long and die easy. Oh, here they are. Could they be? Yep, it's them. Now you gotta scowl at them next time you see them. That was ignorant of the Japanese way. Damn, lovebirds. Oh, okay. Thinks Kaiji is a girl from his long hair. I see. This is gonna be an interesting arc. And yeah, one day in, and they have no idea this woman already hates their guts. Just already hates them. Alright. Chang, you do too much. You drive, you make the food, you make sure we're all on track and staying serious. How's this? What is this? Unagin? What is Unagin? Maybe just the name of the place. But, some takeouts. Don't want to be seen by other people. So us going any sort of restaurant is out of the question. But if we order delivery, we can still eat this sort of fancy meals. Yeah. And, well, I mean, this is the 90s, so I'm not sure, you know. Like, I don't believe... I ordered delivery so infrequently before the pandemic, I don't know how it worked. Were you able to just say, leave this on my doorstep before? Or didn't you have to go to the door? I feel like you did, but I also... I don't know if I ever tried to tell them just leave it at the doorstep before. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, even now, you know, every fucking delivery app we have says leave it at the door, and still half the time they fucking come to the door and will ring the door non-fucking stop until I scream at them from the window, go away. But that's just how it is. Are you, what? Making an order out of the name Ito that's ordering portions for 3 people is risky. Why? Why? Are you serious? That, like... you really... I mean, like, okay. We're being cautious. This is insane to me that Tei would call a fucking fast food place or delivery place and be like, did you serve 3 portions to somebody named Ito? Okay, use a fake name. Sure. But then aren't they gonna have to deliver it to the Ito on the fucking building? Okay, so yeah, that needs to be received by an Ito, but other than that, there's nothing stopping us from using a fake name for everything else. So use one for deliveries. Okay. Chang, I don't have a grasp on Chang's full personality, like, as expected from you, Kaiji-san. I feel like I don't know, right? That feels weird coming from him now. Like, he's downing Kaiji so much that, I don't know. I don't have a grasp on you, Chang. I don't got a grasp on you. But what is the actual name we're gonna do? Okay. So I guess I haven't spoiled on this. I do know Kamachi. Well, I mean, at least I have heard the term Kamachi. I also know there's Kamachi Day, like in the Fukumoto fandom and everything like that. Had no idea what that was, but okay. So that's Kamachi is the three of them. Kaiji, Mario, what's the Chi? And the so Kaiji, Mario, Chang, and then an I. Where's the I come from? Okay. Where's the I come from? What? This feels like a... I don't understand. Is the I from Kaiji? Or the... I don't understand. I don't know how this would work in Japanese. In Japanese, it would still be Kamachi. Or like, you know... I don't know. I don't understand. Pointless I in there, but okay. Whatever. Now we got a new nameplate for Kamachi. Okay, but so now we got our ship name, Kamachi. I honestly don't like this ship name because I don't know why it's combined this way. It should just be Kamachi, but okay, whatever. Or at least explain where the I came from. I think I'd be fine with Kamachi if the name was explained to be from something. I don't know. But here's more food, more absolutely disgusting looking food. This looks like you took the bottom of a shoe and just cut off the rubber into strips. Gross. Oh wow, and now she sees the nameplate out here as Kamachi. What about the couple? What happened to the lovebirds? The thing that's trendy nowadays, the ship names using both surnames? Okay. They're feuding, trying to decide whose name should represent the house. That's what this is. An internal power struggle. Dumb birds. I love that Granny Monet is so old school and yet not in the way that you would think. Like, it's not like, how dare you, woman, try and want this, you know, your name part. Like, she's just like, you better decide which one, you know, you want to use. You can't just use both names. You gotta protect the customs that it's one last name, not the customs that it has to be the man's last name. Oh, she sure is hyper aware of these trends. I mean, this granny, I would not be surprised if she has a smartphone and uses Twitter and all this shit. I mean, I guess Twitter wasn't around at this time. It's hard to remember how old this series is a lot of times. Like, not when it was being published, but the time that we're in. I mean, yeah, if all food was the same quality, restaurants would go out of business. I mean, more like the non-restaurants would go out of business, honestly, because the restaurants can afford to make it cost that much, but if a convenience store tried to sell restaurant quality food, they would go out of business, because no one's going to buy it for that cost, and they try to sell it cheaper, they go out of business. But yeah, it's good to have some good quality food. So it's like, it's not even about the food, it's just about ordering takeout was nice. Yeah, the safe environment we ate in, that too. Having a house is amazing. It really is. It's safety. It's a home. It's a base. No place like home. Does this shirt just say Roman boy? Or you are so far from a Roman boy. Yeah, it would have nice ice cold beer and chuhi. Is that tea? I don't know what that, or no, I guess that's this. Whatever that is. Having a proper fridge, yeah, as opposed to mini fridge. Again, I honestly, like, there's a lot of the shit that I wouldn't have bought, but it's nice for the mood. It's nice for the mental state. I love just seeing these guys have a good time. I was never expecting to get an arc like this. Like, I thought we were going to go right into another problem, but the fact that this whole arc has just been us chilling. No, I mean, I guess the granny thing, but that's not really the case. You know, it's just, it's nice. So nice. It's just endless talk about how nice it is to have a house, and it's true. I don't have a whole lot to say about it anymore, but it's so nice. It's so cute. Look at these two. There's no place like home. The bathroom's right there. Wherever we had to go is outside. To the portable toilet, but having to ride alongside poop is gross. That was only for emergencies. Yeah, it's like it wasn't even there. Now we have one right there. It even flushes. Man, let me tell you, I have lived in a lot of places, a lot of houses throughout my life. And that is the fucking thing you notice. Above everything else is the, oh my god, look at this is so nice, this is so nice, I can't believe we have a house now, we have this is blah blah blah. Having a toilet that flushes it makes you cry. It truly does make you, it's making me emotional remembering having to live in places where I did have to go outside to use the bathroom, where if I wanted to take a shower I had to do it outside, where, you know, the internet speed was 20 kilobytes a second, shit like that, you know. It was a bad time, and there's been plenty of places I lived in that were certifiably not a house. So it's nice when you get a place that is secure, the locks work, the bathroom is an actual bathroom, you have space for shit like towels or food or ice. Like, so much of this is hitting very close to home, and I wonder how much people are into this arc that have had stable lives their entire lives. But for me personally, this is again my perfect manga. It's just, I relate to the characters so fucking much. It's this is my gambling dream. If I could live in if I could just have a damn house with my boyfriend, that would be fucking nice. My fiance, that'd be nice. I say boyfriend because they're boyfriends, but you know what I mean. It's just, it's everything I want in the world. No place like home. No place like home. Might seem like a bit much, but from their point of view, it's completely understandable. And I'm glad that Fukumoto is giving the time to let this breathe, to let them be happy. Thank you, Fukumoto. Let them be happy. Yeah, still to be quiet inside the van, attract attention. Even a soft-spoken, yeah, I mean, just a soft-spoken conversation and quiet drinking. Now they can be as lively as they want. These fucking mouths. I love Fukumoto's I'm being super loud mouth. That Kaiji face. I love it. It's so, like, I've only ever seen that Kaiji face in Fukumoto and Fry from Futurama. And with the TV they can watch at max volume watching a boxing match. Hell yeah. Just you and the boys drinking, watching the boxing, enjoying a hot bath. Oh yeah, man. Chang is such a tall motherfucker. Like, he can't even fit his legs in the bath. Oh my god. Chang. Constantly trying to make dinner. You drive, you make the dinner, you do too much, man. Too much. How about this more takeout? Chinese this time. Say that today's gonna be the last day we order delivery for a while. Why is that? Well, we don't know when the certificate's gonna deliver to us. Right. Starting tomorrow, we gotta eat up until it gets there. That's a good point. I was gonna say that too. Like, delivery twice in a day, but you know, fair enough. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Splurge, baby, splurge. Oh, come on, Fukumoto crazy. Come on. This Sweet Troll has nothing in it, but also, I mean, to be fair, this is an old file that I've had for a long time, but I don't want to, if this chapter is still like this, fuck you, Fukumoto crazy. Fuck you. I hate you guys already so much for various things. I appreciate you for giving us these chapters, but also, I mean, to be fair, they've gotten a lot better. I mean, they've gotten a lot better. But, you know, I talk shit on Viz, a official manga company, whenever they do shit like this. So I'm allowed to yell at the fucking scannulators too. But yeah, come on. And I'm sure Chang is actually going to love this, being able to have Chinese food again for, I mean, probably not the first time in a while, because they went from, you know, living very, you know, deader lives, but living a life in Japan. I'm sure they could afford fucking Chinese food. And then, very quickly, all this has happened. But, you know, it's been like, what, maybe 2 weeks at max? So, yeah, probably not that special to him, but still, it's nice. Now, I will say, this actually looks good. I mean, it doesn't look like most manga or anime, but still, much better than most of Fukumoto's stuff. I guess they just can't draw Japanese food. Yes, second day ended up being nothing short of luxurious. A true fucking heaven they found themselves in. Eat and drink to their heart's content and fall into a deep sleep. Oh, okay. Is that stuff gets collected? The next day they take the plates and bowls from the eel and Chinese places and put them outside the front gate, and then they get collected. Cool. That's fucking dope as hell. I mean, I was gonna say, why don't we have that? I know why we don't have that, because Americans will fucking steal that shit. But that's fucking incredible. That's so nice. Man, Japanese culture's got a lot of good shit to it. Also got a lot of terrible, xenophobic shit. But, shit like this is nice. And now, back to Ito. So they did decide. In one night they decided. Don't put your neighbors in a fuss. This is just you, lady. This is just you. Okay, the day's finally arrived. Okay, so, 2 days after that. So, it's been 4 days now. Got their certificates. Up next is public office. Kaiji submits his move-out certificate to delivery from the city where his mom moves. Boy, I have a problem reading in general. Like, just my brain doesn't work well trying to speak and read at the same time. But there's something about Fukumoto Crazy's typesetting that makes it so much harder for me to read and speak. I feel like Kaiji is the one where I have the biggest problem with it. This is seemingly normal, but most of the shit's like this, which is hard to fucking read what it's actually saying. But even this, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It's just like the font they use or something. But, oh yeah, cheering right here in front of the girl. But, it's cute, come on, don't worry. One more thing we'd like to do, okay? Okay, Kaiji declares he'll be living alongside them, so, yep. Prepared for it. They prepaid for it. They submit their passports and alien registration cards, but the office accepts. And so, on the back of Changamaru's registration cards, the new address in which they'll be living alongside Kaiji's is listed. And now, the trio officially gets their new address! Yeah! This is big. Why is this all the way up here? Move it down. These past 2 chapters have been a lot of mistakes. But yeah, truly fucking big. Oh yeah, now she's completely shocked, removed it again, entirely vanished. In the end, it was neither Ito nor Kamachi. My goodness, the family broke down already. It's turned to sub-zero, a desolate tundra, with winds of hail and snow fiercely raging on. Dumb birds, wake up already! Ito, Kamachi! Once again, just going over it all again. To any normal person, it is something already in their possession. Therefore, it is normally undervalued and paid no mind. Therein lies its true strength. They're all brushing their teeth together and getting ready in the morning together. It's so cute. They got it. A residence certificate. Certificate, no ordinary piece of paper. Gains the rights to vote in the city they live in. Additionally, Kaiji is now able to obtain his own health insurance. Now, oh man, like, none of this is actually relevant to them, but, like, it's just, this is such a theme across so much of Fukumoto's works nowadays, of just, like, really getting into the nitty-gritty about, like, what it means to be poor, what it means to be homeless, or, like, shit like that, like, and he's, like, Kurosawa is very much about the homeless stuff, but it's also, interestingly, he doesn't, like, beat you over the head with it, like, the very specific stuff that comes with being homeless, and, like, how awful that is, because it's more of a comedy, versus Kaiji, also a comedy, but also a big drama as well, and Kaiji will really beat your head over anything, whether it be something like this, like the stuff that homeless people don't get, or just without, like, a registration thing, or whether it be, like, the arc we just had with Dolly, and, like, him, talking about, like, what makes somebody morally good, and all that stuff. Like, I really appreciate this is what Fukumoto's, style is now, like, really diving into this kind of stuff in society. So, like, yeah, now with a certificate, they have a right to vote. They have their own health insurance. I'm sure about to get into more, but... And yeah, nowadays, everybody has their own insurance, but no, that's not true at all. Back when Kaiji was born, it was only one per household, so that's actually crazy. So at this point in time, Kaiji's still dependent on his mother's insurance. That's nuts. Also, what's up with Kaiji's father? Like, is he dead? Because if the mother, he was a dependent on his mother's insurance when he was born. So, what was going on with the father? Did he never have a father? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I have insurance now, but like, I didn't have insurance for years. Thankfully, I have fucking insurance now because I have so many fucking medical complications now that I definitely need it. But it's also through the fucking state and everything like that. Like, because my insurance is actually way better through the state than if I had it through a job, which I can't even fucking get a job now because of my chronic pain. But yeah, it's you know, everybody else in my family has insurance as well. Their insurance is way worse than mine, which is terrible. That like, and the only way I'd be able to get this insurance is if I don't have a job. So it's, you know, a fucking shit. It's shitty. It's terrible. The fact that you work a job and you have worse insurance is insane. Right. Okay. Kaiji can get a driver's license now. Fucking hell yeah. Okay. Get the driver's license. Get a passport. And yeah, get that insurance just in case. You know, you never know. You never know. Okay, so we get one more huge benefit to do with banks. I'm so unfamiliar with all this technical legal stuff that I don't know any idea about what this is. The true purpose. The crux of their operation. What is this? Receive the 2 million from your bank account and your fixed term deposit of 100,000 yen. So, yes, and like an ATM card. Here we go. Okay, hell yeah, their wish has been granted. So, the card then. But of course, please and thank you. Understood. He's so happy. So yeah, we could have done this before and got it mailed to Kaiji's mom's apartment, but, you know, not quite perfect. Also, I mean, it depends on how much the rent at our place is, but it would actually be nice to get her out of this apartment into our actual house when we're getting the fuck out of Japan. And Kaiji, maybe give her like a mil or two, maybe more than that. You got what? How much do they each have individually? I don't even... Is it 33 mil individually now? I thought that was how much they were going to get from Salvation Game. That might actually be how much they're getting individually. Well, it's... Okay, we can do this very quickly, actually. Let me open up a fucking calculator. So about 800 million is what it was. I think it was somewhere like 750 million or something like that, actually. I don't remember why, but I think it was like, yeah, 750 million or something like that. Anyway, yeah, Kaiji, I would say give 10 million minimum to your mom and get her in that damn house after we're peacing out. And okay, Chang and Mario also can get their own ATM cards. Hell yeah. Oh, just going through the motions of this, just getting this stuff is just... There's no other manga like this on the planet! I can't ever say enough how much I love this kind of shit! The little nitty gritty, I love it! How'd it go? Bing, bing, bing! Success! Hell yeah. Everybody, high five. We have so many panels of them all fucking partying and going, yeah, yeah! Alright. Moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Okay, so we're not even depositing all of our money into the bank either because, you know, we want to be able to get it out in time. So, yeah, makes sense. Man, with all the hassle that has been going on around this and the fact we're all going to have to get it out anyway, it feels like we shouldn't have done any of this, but I know we needed to because of the weight and everything like that. I know logically we did, but it still feels crazy that we have to do all this shit. But now we don't have to worry about getting caught at the very end. Okay, so we're ordering delivery again because, once again, in a few days we won't be able to order delivery anymore. What do you mean? Okay, the ATM cards are being made, so it won't take long for each ATM card to be delivered to us. And since you don't know when that's going to be, we should leave on the Ether nameplate for a while. Okay, do this again. Place that order. Here we go again. We got some Doremi's pizza. Okay. God. So I'm glad we're having this. Oh yeah, now the nameplate's back on there. This old woman is being driven insane. Whoever rules over the other should decide before moving in. What the hell? Also, your dog's peeing on our house. Yeah, not gonna clean that up. Okay, payback. Okay, Granny Monet would still have no idea how confusing things would get. There's no way she could know. Can't die easy just yet. But okay, that's the end of our short little arc here. Feels like this is a tiny part of a much bigger arc, and I will say that because I know there's been an arc that's been going on for a long time that my fiance is still like, sorry, still can't read it yet, it's still going on. So I don't know what is exactly going on, but I don't know when I'll be able to see you guys again next. It could be a month, it could be a year before I can read Kaiji again as one good chunk of chapters that is self-contained. But this, you guys know I loved it. You guys know I fucking loved it. It's the shit I love in Fukumoto. I'm not gonna ramble on about the shit I love endlessly that I've said 1,000 fucking times. You guys know the aspects I like. Said it to death. This was fun. I will see you guys for the next one. You know, either the next reaction or the MMV, whichever one comes first, but look forward to it. Again, the MMV is very, very focused around these three and what I love about Part 6, which is just them living a good life now. That's what it's all centered around. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Still gonna be a long ways away, probably. Takes a while to make these things, but still. See you for that. Get the fuck out of here.